Bravo traffic at King Airs, taxi out runway 4 for departure, left turn out. The after start before taxi and taxi checklists are completed. Next to the before takeoff checks, the temperatures they just rise a little bit. Air temperatures are now within limits. Before takeoff, ignition to armed. Ice protection, the hot fives, 1, 2, 3, all lights. Full quantity is checked and balanced, transponders set, only speed levers to come. Approach is clear. Bahama traffic, King Air is taking off runway 4 at Bahama with a left turn out. Approach pass is clear, we're checking the correct runway and the runway heading is 40 degrees. Is from the left. Bravo traffic, King is rolling runway 4. Takeoff power is set. Airspeed alive. knots cross check. 100 knots, rotate. Positive rate, gear up. Feet, your damper comes on. Bravo traffic here is leaving the area to the west. The after takeoff and climb checklist is completed. November 847 Delta VFR out of Harbor.
King 847 Delta Bangalore departure, squawk 4655 and ident.
4655 is ident, 847 Delta.
Cap flight 9101 Bangalore approach, ready here. Bangalore approach, Cap 9101, where do you have it? Cap flight 9101, Bangalore approach, you loud and clear, how many? Number 847 Delta, radar contact Quebec, 5 miles west of Bar Harbor. You're requesting your IFR en route to Alpha Quebec Whiskey, or do you want VFR today?
Yeah, we're staying VFR 16,500 feet, just advisors, please.
Wiggins 8416, Bangor approach. Bangor altimeter 3014.
Bangor approach, Cap 9101 of it.
Cap flight 9101, Bangor approach. Cap flight 9101, Bangor approach, how do you read? Hangar 47 Delta approach.
This is 47 Delta, go.
Hey, could you have, there's a Cap flight 9101, could you just have them change to our frequency 119.9er?
Break Cap flight 9101, are you on frequency? Cap flight 9101, do you read?
Cap 9101, go ahead of it.
Yeah, this is King November 847 Delta. Bangor approach advises you to contact them on frequency 119.9er.
119.9er, thank you, sir.
Have a good flight, sir.
Cap flight 9101, Bangor approach, show loud and clear on 119.9, how do you hear me? Roger, and I was hearing all your transmissions prior to that, you just apparently weren't hearing me. King F47 Delta, maintain VFR and proceed on course.
Proceed on course VFR 847 Delta 6.
Jet 609, clearance delivery, clearance available, advisory copy. Jet 609, you cleared the Hotel Papa November as filed. Currently maintain 10,000. Departure correction, expect flight level 340, 10 minutes after. Departure frequency 123.65, squawk 3470. Exit Jet 609, read back strict, hold for release, advise one number 1.
Bangor 847 Delta, amended altitude, we cruise at 12,500 feet.
Copy for November 847 Delta, 12,500 now. November 847 Delta, contact Boston Center 124.25 and advise them of your cruising altitude.
124.25, thank you, 847 Delta.
King Air 111 Echo Lima, contact Boston Center 135.7.
Good morning, Boston, November 847 Delta, 8,600 feet, climbing to 12,500 only.
Say again?
So November 847 Delta, the King Air checking in with you, 8,900 for 12,500, 12,500.
King Air 847 Delta, Boston Center, good morning. Augusta, altimeter 3016.
3016, 847 Delta. Adjusting the altimeter settings, 3016, 3016. Push 6 is to...
At 694 Pop, contact Boston Center 126.22.
We're now about
Delta 159, contact Boston Center
125 miles from our destination.
32 Delta.
Alpha Quebec Whiskey, 12,500 feet. We'll initiate the descent in about 50 miles from now. It's an uncontrolled airfield.
Who's calling the center?
Surrounded by mountains.
Stock 6078.
So we have to plan our descent carefully and follow
Boston Center,
the procedures applicable for an uncontrolled airport.
That's a 180 direct Barnes, stock 6078.
Air Canada 357, climb and maintain, flight level 230.
Flight level 230, Canada 357.
FedEx 872, contact Boston, set of 128.32.
2832, FedEx 872.
Okay, the Bonanza calling the center, you got to stand by a minute.
Even if we have completed our cruise checklist, we continuously scanning the cockpit from left to right. If all switches are in the correct position, if the engine show any trend, that temperatures or pressures changes, and regularly checking the pressurization. We have now a differential pressure of 3 psi. We're resetting the pressurization now for the landing field elevation of 600
Air Canada 357, clear direct Syracuse.
Syracuse, Air Canada 357.
November 847 Delta, we start our VFR descent now.
Roger. Attack with 67-8, amend your altitude, maintain 16,000. That'll be the final on that route.
And watch the terrain closely here.
3021.
16,000 and 3021, stack 678.
If it would be IFR IMC, we would not go below the minimum safety altitude unless we are under radar vectors or...
Quarter 938, you check in?
Checklist is completed. We start the descent to 3,000 feet now.
United 551, clear direct Syracuse. 1,000. United 551, clear direct to Kraz.
Direct to Kraz, United 551.
Who was the other one?
American 1247, 9.5 for 14,000.
American 1247, Boston Center, roger. Climb and maintain flight level 230, turn 20 degrees to the left of vectors towards Syracuse.
Flight level 230, 20 left, American 1247.
Sir.
As we are approaching 10,000 feet, we put on back the lights. In a multi-crew environment, 10,000 feet would also be a point where you establish a sterile cockpit environment. That means all conversations are limited to flight-related conversations only, and the seatbelt signs may be switched on. The cabin would be checked if the passengers have stowed their tables and have put on their seatbelts. 10,000 feet. 1247. Checks. In jet aircraft, also the 250 knot indicated airspeed limit needs to be obeyed. This is not a factor here in the King Air. We will overfly the airport and then join left downwind for landing around runway.
Attack with 6078, contact Boston Center, 132.65.
3265, stack was 678.
Quarter 938, climb maintain 16,000.
Decimate, and we start listening into the CTAF common traffic advisory frequency to see if someone is in the circuit. Boston November 847, Delta, we're checking out with you and going over to CTAF.
I'm sorry, say again?
November 847 Delta, would like to check out.
847 Delta, roger, checking out, squawk 1200, have a good day.
Thank you for your help, 847 Delta.
Inbound, join left downwind. United 551, contact Boston Center, 128.32.
This is the standard VFR code in the United States.
Bye-bye.
Downwind 417, Sky Acres.
Decimal 8. The wind is calm, so we're using runway 29 now. And due to the terrain here, even light winds cause immediately turbulence, so I'm reducing the speed. east, descending through 5000. We join left traffic, landing runway 29.
2365, 6 left, status all.
Robertson traffic, Skyhawk 529 kilo, turning left downwind, runway 20.
As you can just see later in the outside video, the airport is surrounded by very tall mountains here to the east of the field.
Traffic, Cessna 2467, come back 2.5 mile final, runway 2, Robert.
Checklist is completed. We're doing a left downwind for runway 29er, overhead the field.
Robertson traffic, Skylane 10 miles to the west, inbound 02, going over the top, entering the 45, downwind to 02, Robertson. Traffic, November 67 Quebec, a mile final, landing north, runway 2.
Start reducing further the speed to get into flap speed range. Once we clear that hill, we will initiate a steep descent to pattern altitude. We are still 3,500 feet above the airport. Approaching the field now from the east. Actually, we changed plans. We're gonna go for left downwind runway 11 and Terraman.
Great Barrington area traffic, Warrior 92 Mike, 7 miles to the south, inbound.
Flap speed, flaps approach, speed checks.
Traffic 5292, turning final runway 2, Roger.
We may get some terrain warnings from the GPWIS. Flap speed, gear speed, gear down.
Upwind, runway 15.
Center, Picard 4922, flight level 210, descending 11,000.
Terraman traffic, King and our left downwind runway 11, Terraman. Full landing checklist is completed. Only full flaps in the order.
3017, good morning, Picard 4922.
Maintain blue line speed until landing is assured. And here's a terrain warning already. You see how this airport is surrounded by mountains. Up 60% speed checks. And flaps full. Back to the stops. 3 greens, checklist completed. 70 knots. 60. And we decelerate only using beta and slight reverse without brakes. 40 knots. Once we cleared the runway, we bring the aircraft to a quick stop. Flaps identified up, and run the after landing checklist. Which is completed now.